you know how they are. And I say they, I mean the Dragon Ball room. All
The
of them motherfuckers.
retcons.
Yo, exactly.
Here they come.
Here they come. In full force. In full force. Bro, I'm telling you.
You know that meme like winter is coming? Like, nah, dude, the retcons.
Yeah. The retcons. The retcons are coming. Dude, that's the problem, right? That's the fucking problem. Because I would be damned if they come back and they give us some deep lore shit. They go back Bardock or beyond. And we see all this shit happening. And then they just give us all this newer shit that we're just like, what's that? Why is this like this? I thought, and then it's fusion all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like
My views.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today, boys? Children of all ages, the trifecta is here. I need a Christmas jingle next time. That's all right. Here we go, brother Ooch, take it away. Solidation. We nailed it this time, guys. What's going on, everyone? It's your boys back again, the trifecta, your favorite podcast of all time. Because if we're not, then seems like you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, by the way, happy Thanksgiving for those that celebrated, because obviously we did recently have a Turkey Day where, realistically, it's just like there's history behind it. We're not gonna get into it here, okay? It's not the kind of podcast, okay? But we're here for the friends and family and the good vibes. All right, so brother Ooch, how you doing today, sir?
All right, we're setting up for the party.
Yes.
Party Saturday today, the follow-up event.
Yes.
So
yes.
Should be a great day.
Yeah, that is very true. We're actually literally I had a round trip. I had to go all the way into New York today, pick up the auntie. Had to pick her up with her aide, drive all the way back. I still made it back before 1. Imagine that.
Oh, right. I was like, yo, no way you went to New York and back. It's not even 11. And then I remembered.
Ah, I know. I know. Listen, here's the thing, right? Even when I moved, bro, when you're East Coast, you're East Coast for life. You understand? It's always gonna be with you.
I don't understand.
Well, you will now, because you just asked yourself out. So let us know what's up, Kai. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I guess my partying is over now. I'm back home. I'm chilling. I'm good. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about shit.
Well, you came to the right place, all right? Because Dragon Ball is on the plate, of course, as always. But I mean, naturally, we're obviously gonna get into it. But I mean, real quick, like speaking of all the festives, right? Because Thanksgiving just happened, and like we're setting up for this other gathering, more family and stuff's coming out. I was gonna say, I'm like, you know what? If you're ever like, let's say this time next year, like you gotta pull up with us. All right, you gotta come experience the fucking the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because listen. So I haven't had like my own family Thanksgiving for 3 years, like since I left, right? And the pandemic happened. I haven't had like my own Thanksgiving with like Brandon and my mom, like everybody, right? My cousins. That's what we're used to. So for the first time in 3 years, I finally got that shit, right? And it was 2 years for you, right? Because of the pandemic, right?
Yeah, something like that. Like it was like 2020 was the last one, because like I think we had it and then pandemic hit or some shit like that. Or I might be mixing up with 2019 low key, but
it's a blur. It's hard to tell.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't like to think about that shit.
So you were saying before we started, you were saying you went out. Like tell us a little bit more about that, because this is one of those like holiday special episodes. You know what I'm saying? We gotta just go with it. So go ahead. So tell us what happened.
Specials. Nah, I mean it wasn't anything crazy. I went out. I did go out a little far. I went out to fucking LA. So
was that like 5 hours for you?
6.5. So
Oh shit!
Drive?
so
Yeah, drive.
it's drive. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. I got to, like I said, I got to see some places I haven't seen. I went shopping a little bit. I went to a nice little sandwich shop and shit like that. So it was all good vibes. But now I'm obviously back home just in time to record and shit. So I didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving like most people do. You know,
Yeah.
my family all over the place, especially out on the east. So that's far in the middle of nowhere. So I figured I would just go do something, have a little fun, whatever. So
Yeah. See,
get out
and
the
that
house type
and
shit.
and that's why we need Kai to be with the shits over here for next fucking year. All
I
right.
didn't even know what's happening next year.
Well,
Just because of
that's true.
shit.
That is true. Yeah, we our family is also dispersed or dispersing as we speak. So
Oh,
we
shit.
Trying.
yeah, we have no idea exactly what next year looks like, but basically why we look forward to Thanksgiving so hard. I mean, honestly, the food's cool and all, but like it's the shenanigans that takes place in our fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have cousins that live like not too far from here in Jersey from us, and so what we usually have, like my mom likes to do this brunch, right? So she makes like a nice big ass breakfast, right? This woman bought a waffle maker, a Belgian waffle maker, and we didn't even peep it. It was just sitting in the kitchen for like 3 days. We didn't even notice it. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, oh yeah, I got a waffle maker. I'm like, oh, okay. So we had these fucking square looking Johns. They're not the big ones from like the diner and stuff like that, but you know, square
Oh my
ones.
God.
Yo, those were, see, that's the ones he wants.
Yeah, I like.
He
those
wants
are-
stuff.
Like those are the diner ones. Yo, them shits is fire.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, depends on where you go.
Yeah, but see, like when we had our waffles, he's like, I need the whipped butter now. He wants
Need
the
the whole
diner
package,
experience.
the whole fucking package.
Yeah. So we had the big ass breakfast, right? And then like during the day, you know, we have our significant others. So we like the Dragon Balls, we just split, right? We go to like their places and all that, right? But then at night, we go to our cousin's house. And man, the vibes are just way too good to not have a good time, okay? And like I got there probably last.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think I
kinda.
did.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was the
kinda.
last one to walk in, right?
A little bit.
Everyone was there. I walk in. Everyone's already in the fucking kitchen area and shit. They got the fucking Hispanic music playing. Look at our skin, guys. There's no secret. Okay, we're all three of us. All three of us. All right. We can't run from it. All right. So like we're going in there, and man, let me tell you, an ovation. Because remember, 3 years. I have not been in that house 3 years for Thanksgiving. It was awesome. I had my hands up like this. I was like, let's go. Let's go. I gave hugs to every single person in there. It was fucking awesome. It was great. The vibes was great. Of course, everyone was fucking drinking this one. He lost count how many fucking shits he was down in.
Oh my god.
Right? And then like, and of course the food, and then like our one cousin, he is notorious for giving the speeches, right? So his mom will usually start by like, you know, doing the proper shit, like, you know, thankful for everyone coming and here and healthy and da, right? And so then he goes, all right, Ma, sit down. He fucking tells her to sit her ass down. And then he says whatever. Like, it's like every year is different. The one year, I swear, he like remembered like a Bible passage, but it was definitely not.
God.
Remember that shit?
Something like that.
He was so assed out. It was so funny, but it's always a good time. And then the staple is at the end of the speech, he goes, "Can I get an amen? Amen!" And we go crazy, man. And it's a great time. We just dig in, have the desserts ready, but, and this is the part where this is when shit starts going crazy, right? At least in our territory, we start playing the games. Dude. Let me ask you a question, Kai. When was the last time you touched PM?
When was the last time we played it in your basement?
Oh, yo, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. All right. So for those that don't know what I'm talking about, PM, Project M, Smash Brothers, the best mod ever, right? This man still had it hooked up in his room, and I was like, "Oh my, yo, we have to play. Like, we have to play. I haven't touched that shit in the longest, right? Especially with playing with them, and his controls were still in good shape. I was like, oh, this was meant to be, right? So he was rocking that shit for a quick second, man.
Played on a tube TV.
You bet your ass. And guess what? He had you know how I have the little white one? You remember the little white one? He has one too. It's like the same one. It's crazy. I was like, bro, like shit was fire. So we got to play that, man. It came at a great time because honestly, like, you know, that's like playing PM specifically, especially in that setting, was just like, man, this is I needed this. Like the whole gathering. So shout outs to the festives and the holiday season, man. You know,
Yeah.
but next year, if it's possible, if you're in the area, you fucking let your boy know.
If I'm in the area.
Oh yeah, because dude, you'll blend right in. They'll think that you're like the third son of my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know how that
The
goes.
lost son.
The lost son. Dude, did I ever tell you that story?
What?
Did I ever tell you when Papa was still alive, our grandpa, right? Shortly after, because you know his mom was my Spanish teacher. Okay.
Well, you know, I don't think.
Did
she
you have
taught-
her?
I don't think she taught me.
I don't think she did.
I know her. I seen her though.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you get fooled?
Yeah.
Dude,
Did
our-
you get fooled?
Our moms look exactly the same.
A little bit.
All right, so check this out, right? So quick story, right? Quick story. So one time I came home from school, and this was, of course, when I still had his mom as my teacher. And I go to Papa, I'm like, Papa, did you have any other kids? You know what he fucking said? He starts fucking laughing. He starts laughing. I was like, wait.
Unknowingly.
Oh no, yo, still, it's a mystery. We could do.
He never responded.
He didn't give me a straight answer. He did not give me a straight answer.
He just started laughing.
And mind you,
The
guys,
evil laugh.
our grandpa was Air Force. Okay, so he was flying around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. He was a stud back in the day. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna cap. So like,
Yo.
one of these days we're gonna have to fucking settle this. Do that ancestry shit, DNA test, something. Jerry Springer, call him up. Like, yo, is this guy my brother or some shit? Like a cousin? So I don't know.
No.
Something.
It's something. But yeah, like, so
Yo.
that's what happened. Never gave me an answer. I think I told mom that, and she laughed too. I was like, cause
I mean, don't tell Vita that. she won't even know what to say.
yeah, no, I can't tell her. I mean, it's too late now. He's gone. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I know.
He took it to the grave.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so shout out to the festives and all that the good stuff that comes with it. So, anyways, let's get to this Dragon Ball shit, right? So now, no more fun for the rest of the episode, right? Of course, we gotta talk about. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, obviously,
Oh, boy.
not really much else to pull from what's currently going on. So we're gonna look at some of these comments that you guys have been sharing with us, and the preview. I did check the website. The preview I know for chapter 88, which is the new chapter that is coming out, that's just not gonna drop until like the week before December 20th. So like that's like usually give or take when the rough drafts start coming out. Other than that, I mean, there's no other news outside of new figures coming out for Frieza. And there's a brand new scenario. So they're adding more DLC to Kakarot. They're doing the history of Bardock, which is funny.
Do you?
Good.
I mean, is it gonna be the history of Bardock, or is it gonna be something different? Just in that time setting.
Well, so the big giveaway is that his outfit is back to the green and red and black. It's not like the yellow and blue like how it was in the Broly movie. So I'm just like, oh. So I mean, it's a video game, right? So don't get it twisted, because the video games, like we've said, always do things differently and are not at all canonical to the actual story. That is a given. But, I'm sure people are going to be thinking like, oh, like it happened in the game and da-da-da. Like, no, that's That's not the case. But it's a reminder for me and anyone else that's like me that if you played Kakarot and you haven't beaten it, it still exists and they're still doing content for it, which is great. It's really nice to see, and that's coming out at some point next year. Speaking of video games, though, The Breakers, dude, how does that game have a season 2 DLC before it even dropped? And it's out now, but like,
know what that
you don't even know what that is. The Breaker. So, do you know the game Dead by Daylight?
I've heard of it. Yes,
Oh.
I was not into it.
Neither am I. Yeah, I'm not, it's not that. It's not for me.
Understand that.
Do you know what Dead by Daylight is? Oh, okay.
PC, right?
Well, it's on everything.
No.
It's like it's basically like it's kind of like an extreme horrified version of hide and seek.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my old fucking COD teammates, fucking every time like we were done playing or whatever, like they would want to play that shit. I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not for me. So basically, it's like a version of Dead by Daylight, except it's Dragon Ballified. So it's like you're playing as characters trying to run away from like Cell and Frieza and shit like that, which I don't know what portion of the fandom actually wanted that game, but they did it.
Man, what's the run from fucking Cell and Frieza? I would fight them. Niggas.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
So, but
But
yeah,
since we're on the topic of the games,
Yeah.
I wanted to make it a point to say that this Kakarot DLC is focusing on like, you know, some past Saiyan related things, some heritage related things, and again, of course, it's just a video game. It doesn't really mean shit. However, I was going to say, do you think that could be foreshadowing what we might be seeing in the new anime? And the only reason I think that is because it wouldn't be the first time they've done that, and also because I noticed a tweet from our boy Tweetdom. He said that he thinks that a lot of people are gonna end up liking this new Super project more than they liked Super, and I thought that's a hot take. So I feel like he wouldn't be saying that for nothing, of course, and of course he's not gonna say anything more. But he still made it a point to say that. So I was just like, that plus this DLC makes me wonder if that's.
oh, you think they're related?
the era, huh?
You think those two things are related? Like what he said
I put
versus
those two
this?
things. Yeah, I put those two things together just because I see, like we've seen how they move before, especially like with releasing shit before they're supposed to.
You know what? All right, so let's go with that, right? Because if
Like the same thing with releasing the Bardock and Gogeta movie before the Broly movie came out. You know what I mean? Like shit like
but-
that.
yeah,
Them
see.
releasing this old DLC before giving us a backstory on Saiyan heritage or whatever, some actual good shit we might look forward to.
Nah, that's one of my best examples I always like giving out to people when it's like they're priming us, right? And that's literally the right way to do things when you're trying to push a project, is that you want to get things that are related to it out there as much as possible. That helps with the overall marketing. I mean, that's kind of why Broly was received so well, because it was marketed well. You know what I'm saying? Like it had good promotions. It had its trailers, not just the TV spots and all this other garbage, right? Like, and it wasn't just carried by people like us. It was, handled as, such, and appropriately so. So with this now, see, originally I thought that Geekdom made that tweet because he was kind of teasing. The way I took this was that he was basically teasing the people were gonna like this because of the animation that they were gonna go with. And I think, and I don't know this for sure, but it might actually be animated by the dude we want.
Yeah.
The guy.
By the dude you want.
No.
Nah.
The dude who did the freaking One Punch Man animator. I keep forgetting his name whenever I need to think of it, but the guy who did the opening scene for Superhero.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That dude. Do you not remember?
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not Cat.
So, well, oh, you think it's cap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, like, okay, imagine if it comes back next year and that's every episode.
They already announced the Shintani's a part of this.
Right. Yeah. Like, so it could be a good mix, which is weird because it's just like,
Yeah, I
Are they
don't
just
know about a
gonna-
mix.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why would it, like? I don't understand that shit.
it would be,
Mix.
Yeah.
it would be
Like,
the
stay consistent.
the styles are too clashing to be
Exactly.
like, yeah. But
That's why I'm not hopeful for seeing this new guy. Even though we want him, they have already announced other people. So if it's mixed and wishy-washy, I don't know. That's already
Fuck that mix shit. We want kind of consistency.
yeah, like,
Like when it comes to the animation, like because episode 1, like after the first few episodes, you're getting used to the animation style
yeah.
of what, like, we're not trying to see anything different. That's like going from the Broly movie to this superhero shit with the animation styles. Because the Broly animation was fucking
I
crisp.
loved Shintani. Shintani was great.
Superhero was just whatever.
But superhero
It
was
was-
mainly like the CG though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, go from one shit to another. Like, you know?
I found the dude's name, Chikashi Kubota-san. Man, if see, the only way I could see them both, if they had them both on the project, is if for whatever reason they planned several flashback scenes, or if they planned like if they only treated Kubota as the flashback
If they
guy.
hire him as a flashback artist,
That's
nah,
crazy.
fuck that.
That would low-key be disrespectful. Not
That
like
would,
that.
I would not be cool with that.
I
I need him
agree.
a new shit.
I agree 100%. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would want him to be the fleshed out dude who we see every week consistently. Like, that would be the best case scenario.
I
And-
want him doing it all. Keep him away from all the other movies and side projects. Just let him focus on this. Let him be the main dude behind it.
yeah, nah, that's facts. Like, I'm totally with that 100% because honestly, like, after waiting this long, by next year when this actually drops, it will have been officially 5 years. Dude, just think about that. 5 years. No anime, no weekly anime. That's ridiculous. Like, that is actually insane. Like, this is low key on some Attack on Titan shit. Do you remember that?
Isn't that shit supposed to come back
Yeah, like next month.
next month?
Final
With its
arc,
final,
part
final,
two.
final, 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 final. We heard you next door. Final.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's been
Season-
5 years?
It's been 5 years since Super ended.
You serious?
Right?
You don't even
Yeah,
feel like 5 years.
that shit ended, bro. That shit ended March 2018.
Yes.
2018.
Yes.
Before the
Yes.
pandemic.
Before, way before the pandemic. 2 whole years before the pandemic.
Way before.
fuck?
Broly was before the pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
Broly was before. the
Broly was
pandemic?
before the pandemic, Brandon. Yes.
It wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have gone to the fucking theaters.
Facts.
Holy shit.
Remember? Come on, bro.
Been a while.
It has. It has really been a long time.
Yeah, the
but-
pandemic fucked everyone's time sense up. We all been in the chamber of.
Well, if the pandemic
I don't know.
never
Fuck
happened,
shit.
if the pandemic never happened, I mean,
things would be clearly different.
well, probably would be back. You would imagine.
Well, Superhero probably would have came out sooner.
Well, yeah, everything would have happened
Also true.
sooner.
Yeah.
Everything would have happened
Maybe
sooner.
people wouldn't have been bored enough to hack them, so that it could have definitely came out sooner.
Facts.
Fucking
That's
weirdos.
crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean,
well,
that's kind of the whole thing now, right? Is it's been 5 years. So,
it's about to be.
like, after all this time, they have to 100% come back with a bang. Other example, Bleach. We've been reacting to this shit every episode thus far. 7
Heat.
episodes in, Kai. Straight fire.
10.
There is not a
Easily.
single frame that goes by that's not fucking
That's how-
smacking on the animation, bro.
That's crazy because that's actually how I feel about My Hero this season.
Yeah, no, I fuck with
I
my
feel
hero.
like
I'm watching
they're-
both right now.
Bro, I feel like this season of My Hero, that like from the very first frame to what I've seen right now, they have not missed a single beat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's the nature of how anime is nowadays
they're
anyway.
on top of they shit.
All the listen.
Now it needs to be.
Yeah, well, right. Listen, we're at the point. We're at the point in life, right, where anime is now so culturally and socially acceptable that it is
Right,
becoming
finally.
more of a norm. It's okay to be cool with it, right? So because of that, now there's higher demands, higher expectation, this and that. They're trying to appeal to the casual fans and just everybody, really. So what does that mean? That means that they have to make sure that they are up on their game. They cannot slip up. They cannot have none of these fucking things happen. Now, granted, this is usually I'm really talking about specific ones that come out like, you know, they have their 12 episodes or however long, however many, right, that they have planned, like between 12 to 26, right? And then they go on a hiatus, right? They have to make sure that by the time they come around for season 2 or whatever, how many seasons, that consistency stays or it gets better. That's the only exception, is if it improves, okay? Nowadays, the second you have an episode that looks like shit, the first fucking thing that happens is what? People immediately go to Twitter, they go on Instagram, they go on all social media, and they flame
Put
the
you on
fuck
blast.
out of it. On blast. You get shot. Like this. Boom. Okay? Like your shit is deaded right then and there. It happened with Dragon Ball Super. They tried it, but that's the, you know, there was the reason why that happened was because they were all rushed because they were trying to, like, they had no time, right? That's the beauty of having shows like My Hero, Jujutsu, freaking Bleach now that that's back, Chainsaw Man, even Promised Neverland at one point, Dr. Stone, like all these recent faces, I'll say, right, that we've had within the last several years, they all have that same like theme to them where it's like, okay, they announce that they're gonna have an anime. They spend the time doing it. It's crisp, it's solid, it's polished, it looks good. It comes out, it stops. Then they have all that extra time after it's done to make sure that it looks good. Because if it don't, this shit's gonna get disowned.
It's not
quick.
even just about looking good. It's about the story too.
Well,
And
well,
like the arcs
yeah.
that they're, you know, releasing and shit like that. Like Bleach and My Hero specifically, like where they're at right now, they're both in wars. And it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Like when anime is in war, like that's a peak point for the most part. If it's a good anime, at least.
yeah.
Like Naruto, when it was at its fucking war. I mean, they were in war for a minute. They had a couple wars in Naruto.
Yeah.
To be honest, when you really think about it,
did.
and they were always.
So
at
they
a
gonna
peak,
reanimate it or what?
They was always at a peak point.
Oh my god. Dude, they're gonna. I have a feeling there is gonna happen.
Nah,
Well,
Wait,
you know,
wait.
Sword Art been getting me popping off again too. 'Cause
Oh, I
saw they've
see.
been
I
doing
see
them-
you on
they've been-
Twitter.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen.
Bro, they've been pushing so many trailers and shit like that. I'm like, yo, come on.
They're gonna make this guy become a freaking Sword Art content creator. Yo, let's see. Where's the channel? I want the
Bro.
updates, Kai. Guys in the comments, please. Tell this guy. Where's the channel? I want to see this. I want to tune into
Ain't
you.
got
and-
no channel.
I want to tune into you and be like, yo, so I heard that Mickey Mouse and Disney owns Sword Art. Is that true? KaiCast? No? Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna mute you from the chat for like 5 minutes every dumb comment.
Dude, I'll give you a section on the podcast. Be like, okay, so what's good with Sword Art? And then boom, exclusives, boom, right here. And then we'll backtrack to the channel. See, boom, it all works out.
Oh my god.
I want to see the content, Kai. That's your shit. Fucking, I'm like, what's happening with Asuna and Kirito today?
Bro, that's crazy. You don't even know how much you missing
See what I
out
mean?
on with those two. There's
See
too
what I mean?
much.
See,
Too many years.
He's the
Too
guy,
many
he
years
knows.
to count.
he's the guy. But what the hell was I even saying before?
No, we were talking about like
Oh,
wars.
yeah.
Like,
So like, yeah, they the whole point of all of this is that they got to make sure that since now that Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball Room have had all this time to prep, even with them doing a movie in between, no excuses. They know they should know that it when it comes back, it needs to fucking be flames.
They honestly have no excuse because like when you look at like a anime like Bleach in particular, they had all that time and they made sure that shit was crisp and that like, you know, it's probably, I'm assuming it's matching with the manga, so like from
pretty
what
closely.
so pretty closely, so like they're making sure, you know, it's matching pretty much, you know, and that it looks good.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that shit up too, because as far as Bleach is concerned, so you know how the recent episode we saw, what was it, Yamamoto's original like 13 captain squad?
Yeah.
That was not in the manga.
That's sauce. That's sauce then.
That's sauce as fuck.
You see
Damn.
that's how you know they was doing shit right.
See, and that's acceptable. No one calls that filler.
No one. You ain't gonna
okay.
call that filler.
That's just fire.
Cause guess what? It was within the episode, and it was probably before the halftime.
It was way before. It was the episode started.
Yeah, pretty much. But it wasn't so lengthy to like where you gave a fuck, like to where it destroyed the episode.
Yes.
That's what would make it filler. Because like if it takes the entire episode to give us that content, I guess, then like you would kind of think it's like low key filler, because they could have just gave us like what they gave us and then re-entered the episode where the like current time war.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
There it is. Like, time needs to take place. Like, it's so unrealistic to expect fire, heat, volcano animation without there being time spent, because like the demand is high. It'll always be there, right? But like I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon Ball had a certain amount of episodes and they took another break. And honestly, I feel like I'm okay with that if, like, say Kubota was the guy. Say he was the dude. Every episode it was Kubota.
Give him as many breaks as he wants, as long as you keep him behind the fucking
See what I mean?
scenes.
It depends.
Oh, see? No. Yo, you know what this kid said to me the other day in the car? He was like, I'm like, Brand, they need time to like rest. He's like, just pay him. I'm like, okay, but they need to eat and sleep. And he's like, okay, just pay him more.
What? What are you talking about?
He's like, he treats these people like they're robots.
Yeah, bro. Like every problem they ever had, just throw more money at it. Like,
they
that's
get
all
their
good.
holidays
Just
and shit. They'll get,
Yeah.
you know,
He's like, yeah, they get holidays. Or what about their families?
yeah, just pay their families.
I'll pay him to work home. Something like that.
Oh, so
Something
they
like
can
that.
work from home.
Give them some access. As long
Holy
as the work is done. As long as the work is done in a manner of time. That, you know.
But someone like that really should get a whole fucking home studio sponsor to do their shit, especially during something like a pandemic. What? Like when shit's got to get done, they need that.
I feel like they did have to do that. I don't know. I don't remember
how that isn't implemented at this point. Like,
Well, so, I
Yeah.
mean,
with
At
all
this
the work
point,
at
yeah.
home type of jobs
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like animators, like come on, like they should be able to do shit at home. And,
well,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
whether they have to send the file or some shit like that, do it. But like, you know.
Yo, speaking of animators, one of our favorite animators, Nasir.
Yeah, I saw the package.
What package?
No, like the shit, the Twitter.
The poster.
Oh, so you do see things sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said you do see things.
You do see things, Vicky, this guy.
Hey.
Yeah, right. So the quick legend update, right, that we have for you, because you know we get our promo lights and fucking check. You know what I'm saying? We're out here. All right. So Nasir just dropped his merch line for Legend. He's got a bunch of posters, and of course all drawn by him. And Brent, let me tell you, the shit that he drew for these posters. He has one where it's Broly and Vegeta like looking at each other, and Broly's just towering Vegeta.
Yeah, I seen it.
That's I need all of those things framed all over the house. Like, and then but then the VHS tape.
Yeah.
It looks so dope. I was like, you need. I told him, I was like, I know you're not gonna. I know you can't legally like put that on a tape, but if I get that, can you try for mine? Because yo, I have a VHS player right there, still plugged in, bro. I will freak out if I put that tape in and that shit loaded up. That would be fire. My son. Oh my God. I'll never forget that shit, man.
God.
That's funny.
Legend is too good. Legend is still too good. So yeah, guys. Oh, also, this actually does have to translate with our comments really quick, but someone brought up that it did hit 10 million.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Damn. Milestone.
Legend finally hit that 10 million view count and counting. So what does that mean? Well, I guess we're gonna have to ask our boy to come back on this fucking podcast to celebrate that fucking milestone. All right, so
Yeah, he got 10 mil. We got 10,000.
yeah, so Kai he pointed that out to me in DMs before, was that like he was about to hit 10 mil. Our episode with him is about to hit, is at 10. It's been at 10K, right? Which is in fact factual information. Okay, our most viewed episode ever. Oh. So I'm hyped for that, and yeah, we'll talk more Legend, of course. And for those that didn't know, Kamehacon like 4 or 5, I don't even remember. I don't even know how many Kamehacons they've had. I've been to the first 2. I think this might be the 4th one. I don't know, but either way, they're basically theming that convention around Legend. Like Nasir and the 3 voice actors that he got on there are all gonna be there at this con, right? So the question, are we going to Kamehacon 4, 5, 47? I don't know what number it is, okay? But I will say this, Nasir has made it abundantly clear that he wants us to go. and he wants us to be there to not just, not only just hang and meet and, like have, that would be, oh my God, that'd be so cool. That'd be so sick. That'd be so cool just to hang out with them. Because I haven't talked with any of the other voice actors besides the guy responsible for Broly's voice. Also super nice dude. Really cool, good peoples. And I just know, man, it would be fucking fire if all 3 of us was there and we got to share that with Nasir like in person. You know what I'm saying? And if we did a panel, oh my God. Oh,
panel.
Stop. That'd be crazy. You guys think you're ready for a panel?
I'll just go with the flow.
Good answer. Well, how about you, Kai? You think you're panel ready?
I don't even know what that means, but I'm sure I'll figure it out along the way.
All it really is just we just probably sitting up at a table talking how we normally do, but there's just a shitload of people in front of us.
So like what, we have topics ready for us this time instead of just free balling it?
Man,
because
fuck that
we low
shit,
key
man.
been
You
doing
already
panels
know.
every week then.
Nah, son, we got it. We might have a general idea, but honestly, realistically, man, like the whole charm of the Full Power Podcast, we were fucking full power out of control. Y'all already freaking know, man. Come on, that's how we do it. That would be great. But yes, for those that don't know, I did a panel already at said convention for Broly specifically. So like whatever we would decide to talk about then, I feel like it would be really sick, and I think that would be the perfect opportunity to not only just do a panel, but to just have Nasir as a guest on our shit again. Just to get, so imagine that we get his perspective, be like, so this was happening currently in Dragon Ball. What do you feel about this shit? And be like, didn't you tell him about Black Frieza?
Yeah, I did, because I had to know what the fuck his thought was after seeing that, because he did it first. Like he revived Frieza first, I should say. So
the first thing he would
I don't
probably
know, the
say
timing.
is like, the lore.
Timing is crazy.
The lore, exactly. Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But this is all comes full circle within this episode, because like you brought it up, the whole idea of, is this Kakarot DLC priming us for what may happen, right?
And guess who did it first?
Well, right. So that's my thing, is that like now that I had a little bit of time to think about it again, because again, like I said before, I thought that it was mainly towards like the whole animation being super dope, and that's why people would like it more. But then again, if they've based on what the leakers and people that just know or that are posting online, they're telling us that this new project is not a direct continuation of Super. So
and that's interesting, right? That it's not a direct continuation.
Yeah, I like, and then here we are like thinking like, oh, but it could be Universe 6 and it could be Universe 11, like Jiren. It could. Nope. You know what? I think you're onto something. I'm gonna give that one to you, Kai, because I'm not gonna lie.
I could be wrong, but I just put those three things together
Yeah.
because it's like I said, it's how they've been promoting. It was fucking tweetdom,
Yup.
and then it was the fact that they already stole shit from Legends. So yeah.
No, absolutely true. Yeah, like I didn't think of that at first, but hey, that's what we do here. All right, between the fucking three of us. I mean, look, remember last week I had this guy freaking guess about the fan made shit. I was like, so guess what happened in this film? And he was like, oh, so Cellmax was Word the Gammas. Like off rip. Like he just fucking figured that shit. So yeah, that's what we do here. All right. We're just all knowing. It's part of the it's just, I don't know, our sixth sense with Dragon Ball especially. So yeah, yo, if that's what it is, that would be so
We would like
sick.
it more.
Yeah. Cause we want lore. We want more lore. But that scares me a little bit at the same time though, because you already know how you know how they are. And I say they, I mean the Dragon Ball room. All
The
of them motherfuckers.
retcons.
Yo, exactly.
Here they come.
Here they come. In full force. In full force. Bro, I'm telling you.
You know that meme like winter is coming? Like, nah, dude, the retcons.
Yeah. The retcons. The retcons are coming. Dude, that's the problem, right? That's the fucking problem. Because I would be damned if they come back and they give us some deep lore shit. They go back Bardock or beyond. And we see all this shit happening. And then they just give us all this newer shit that we're just like, what's that? Why is this like this? I thought, and then it's fusion all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like
My views.
I gotta find that clip. That shit was
That shit lives in my head rent free because that shit was so funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that shit was that was pretty funny, but yeah, another day, another freaking speculative freaking time in Dragon Ball right now. Until that manga chapter comes out December 20th. Don't forget.
True. It's coming back.
Yeah, we'll be back on that shit.
Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed that it was gonna come back this year?
I don't know. Like, who would have guessed that they would have fucking stopped it when they said they weren't
right
going
there.
to?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Hey, man, I'll never forget that shit. So hold on. Let me read some of these comments that some folks were saying. So, oh yeah, so this person right here, they said, hey guys, love the episode. Legend of Dragon Ball Tale has hit 10 million views. Please hit up Mr. Legend himself to do a celebration episode on Full Pride Podcast. You got it. Coming right up. We'll serve it. I don't know how soon, but it's coming. Okay, so let's see. This person says, this is funny, right? This is, you gotta mix in a little head ass, right? Everyone arguing about the blue versus purple Trunks, but the real question is, where is buff Trunks? Wait, there's more. There's more. Since Z, we've just had Trunks Max. Bruh. His perfect form is Gonski along with his mad gains. Oh, Gonski. It is Gonski. I get it now. So Brand, where's Buff Trunks? Do you know?
Nowhere to be found. What are you talking about, Buff Trunks?
You don't know?
No.
Kai, do you know?
Bro, but yeah, Buff Trunks is out fucking training with Mystic Gohan, bro.
Yes. He got it.
Gohan's crazy.
Do you understand the joke?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was about to be like, yo, come on. Don't do this to me.
I mean, once you mention Gohan, I already know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I already know.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So thank you for the comment, first and foremost, right? Secondly, Buff Trunks, for those that forgot, was Super Trunks, aka Super Vegeta, aka Super Goku.
Yeah, and the Cell Saga.
Right. So this was like, I used to call this Super Saiyan 1.5. All right.
I remember that.
Yeah. Because it wasn't necessarily Super Saiyan 2, but this was during a time where Super Saiyan had like a shitload of grades. Grade 1, grade 2.
We should call it Super Saiyan Gains.
Thank you. I like that. We should just call it that.
That was
right?
like the prequel to fucking like mastered regular Super Saiyan type shit. Like,
Nah.
I don't even know. Cause like,
yeah.
They just
know.
they just tried to go Super Saiyan 2 and went wrong.
I don't even know. Cause like they still had the electricity, but they got bigger, but they got slower.
Exactly.
And that was the downfall.
And that's why Goku didn't want to use it.
Exactly.
Right.
He just wanted to master regular Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why we brought it up, because sometimes it's good to have a little refresher, because not everybody has dissected Dragon Ball Z like we have. That's basically what we do here, which also adds to the reason why we are so fucking fed up with this shit, because a lot of it's not with you guys writing the comments. It's Toei. Okay, so. No need to worry. So again, like I said, thank you for the comment. But yeah, Trunks, the reason why there's no Buff Trunks is because that form is obsolete. There's 0 point in doing that. And it was just something that they attained during that time, because they were struggling. They needed more power fast, and that was what they could access. And the majority of them were doing it, but then Goku knew that Gohan was gonna hit the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny because I liked those buff versions just because, like, it was new. And when you're a kid, anytime they fucking have some new shit, you're just like, oh shit, yeah. Like, you're just with the shits. But like, that was completely overrun the second Gohan went Super Saiyan 2. You know what I'm saying? So again, go ahead.
Isn't it argued that like that Goku already had like Super Saiyan 2 or some shit during Cell, but he wanted Gohan to do it?
So yeah, so it's not even an argument. So the reality is that Goku could have defeated Cell.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He could have done it himself, but he wanted Gohan to do it. Yeah, I mean, that's Goku.
That's just funny.
It literally took Piccolo to literally be like, Goku, he's not like you.
No, because he was just
going to die.
It's almost like Goku was just masking like his full potential or some shit like that, just so Gohan could do it or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck when you think about it.
Yeah, like he's, like that.
But sorry.
No,
Go ahead before I cut in.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, because like that's really hard to like argue whether he was or wasn't going full power, because technically speaking, he claimed that he was giving it his absolute all. He said it to Gohan's face, like, look, man, I don't know about you, I was giving it my all. You probably thought I wasn't giving it my all because you were comparing my power to your power. And that's how he convinced him to like get out on the field.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he was holding back, then he would not have given Cell a sensu too. That shit was fucking wild.
Man, you already know how that.
Crazy.
You already know how that shit goes. And that's. I mean, that's just that.
Oh, that's that good shit.
Yeah. Yes, it is, dude. But that's the thing, right? Like, that's just Goku. Like that's how he's been his whole life. He. It's not that he underestimates people. He just has this battle sense of like when he feels like someone, because look at the Oob situation. He fucking knew. He's like, oh, that one. He's Majin Buu. I know it. He just knew. And
he's dumb as bricks, so that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. His sixth sense is when it comes to fighting. He just has that fucking knowledge.
Power.
You know what I'm saying? That's his quirk.
Yeah.
If it was in My Hero. Okay. So another comment. So this person says, the panel with Goten and Trunks in the superhero outfits could be one of the last panels of the new story instead of them getting the outfits immediately. Oh yeah, definitely. That's like 100%. I highly doubt they're going to give us any kind of story writing or telling where the first chapter hits and they're doing some superhero shit and then they go back to show you how they got there. I highly doubt that.
Can you fathom the amount of love the anime is gonna get if they go with this backstory route, and then the amount of hate the manga is gonna get if they really go with this Goten and Trunks nonsense?
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts, Brandon?
What? On this new arc?
Yes.
What, for Goten and Trunks?
Yes.
I mean, I already said it's kind of a waste of time. I mean, you know, like, I already kind of said the last episode, like, how it'll probably end up. Or it depends how they do it, though. Like, because I would think of this as a filler arc.
Yeah.
For the like, pretty much until they get to the, like, after the superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gonna be some weak shit. Like, nothing really to look forward to watch.
Yeah. So would you guys argue that let's say this arc is like a solid 6 chapters or less, right? When it comes down to the anime side of it, like, you know, whenever the hell we would get around to them doing that, would you say that he's already nodding his head. Would you say that I feel like the best course of action would just to make it a special? One episode.
What, they're fucking...
No.
What, them growing up?
No. Just like everything that they're about to do in this arc. Just one episode. Just one episode. Maybe 2. You give them 2. Just as, like, you know, this is the Goten and Trunks Hey Yo Son Goten and Trunks special.
I mean, I don't even know if there's a need for all this shit, though. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like with Bleach, like, Bleach knows exactly how to do it, like, in the time frames, like, as far as flashback goes, or introducing like characters that we knew, but, you know, giving us more content around them, and then implementing it within the episode that's still fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing this in Dragon Ball. They you know, they need like hella episodes in order to just give us some small bullshit of information. Like, so I don't know.
So the reason why I'm asking is I just want to see where you guys are at. So, like, so what I'm understanding is, for the two of you, you do not want them or care for them to animate what they're about to do in the manga.
No, because, like, yeah, no. Because until it's after the superhero movie, like, I don't think they've done anything crazy. Like, it's like, because within the superhero movie, they didn't really show us much from them as far as power is concerned, and we didn't get Gotenks, the one that we wanted. So, like, as far as a power scale or anything like that, like, where they are individually and shit too, like, I doubt they're gonna do any intense training within this arc.
Would you agree with that, Kai?
Yes.
I doubt they're gonna do any intense training. So if they're not doing intense training and really growing up, like, like, their individual strengths and shit, to be able to fight these enemies that we are seeing now, then there's no point in them showing us this shit. This is literally filler arc for them to get more time. More time for whatever they want to do.
So this is
I'll tell you what.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Now, I'll tell you what, because I agree that this is indeed some bullshit. This is not the kind of shine we wanted them to see in the first place. This is not the drip we needed them to have. None of this shit needs to be printed, okay? But you know what? Here it is. Unfortunately, we're talking about it, so here we fucking are.
It doesn't.
So if this is really the route they're gonna go, Uchi, if you want them to do a special, if you want them to do 2 specials, I'm gonna tell you what. They want to go that route? Fine. I don't want them to. You know where I want them to go? Don't animate it. Leave them alone. Leave it in the books. Leave it alone. No one gives a fuck about this shit. I promise you that. Dub it. But if they really want to make money, you know what they'll do? Make a movie.
Oh no.
Bro, that'll be the most boringest movie, though.
Please.
That'll be a boring ass movie. When you really think about it, I don't know.
It's Dragon Ball. They don't give a
They
fuck.
don't, and he's right.
They don't care.
They don't.
I did have a
Because
movie
why
in mind.
make two specials? Why make two specials when you can get niggas to go to a movie?
Bro, that shit would be a 45-minute film.
Oh my, that would be the worst.
That
film.
They would
Dragon
extend
Ball.
it. They would show dumb shit.
Oh my god.
I don't even think I'd buy a ticket.
Yeah, you.
I don't know if I could actually sit through that shit. Because if there's no fighting involved and they just fucking walking around the woods, fucking Android 17.
There will be fighting. There will be fighting, but there will be like no Super Saiyan transformations.
Oh yeah,
There'll
bro.
be no
They're
fusion.
fighting street thugs. They're fighting.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Great Sandman 2.
Why not?
No. I don't fuck. No way, bro.
Bro, come on.
Yeah.
That should be fire.
Nah, I can't do it.
It will be fire. That's why you can see it in select theaters near you.
You know what I want to see? I want to see. That's what I want to see. Fucking Goten.
You gotta see it just like that. Fuck it up again.
Yeah, that's what. Nah, bro.
God damn it.
Nah, but
The accuracy here.
they shouldn't do anything right there. Like this is
I
like
gotta hit you with the accuracy.
you said it was 5 years since the animation.
Right. It's been
So
5
this
years.
is gonna be the weakest fucking drop.
Well, no. See, look. I'm not saying that whatever's happening next year is what they do with this arc. I'm saying when they get to that point. So like, whatever's coming this year, like next year, is definitely not Goten and Trunks arc. I'm saying that once they do whatever they're doing there, and then they adapt more of the manga, and then they get to it eventually.
Oh, they better skip it.
Okay, so you're still on the whole don't do it at all. shit.
Because why give us all this action like from the manga?
Action.
Well, you know what I'm fucking saying. It's better than this shit. It's better than this shit for sure. So like, you know, I don't know. I just wouldn't bother. It would be a waste of paper. Waste of
Bro, save the trees.
Save the damn tree, even though it's digital. You know, just save them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, there you have it. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, see, because my thing is I'm so realistic. I'm just like, listen, they're not gonna not, but
Same.
you know, I'm sure
See,
they would, because look, there's money to be made always with Dragon Ball. Look, Goten and Trunks have superhero
Exactly.
outfits. Guess what? They're gonna be in the video games now.
bro,
as that.
like I would rather them.
You know it.
I would rather them skip over the actual arc that they're gonna make within the manga for them, and then whatever's in the future, like them implement small fucking like frames or whatever if they really want to do flashbacks for them, like to show them growing up and what they've been doing. But it shouldn't take fucking episodes to do. It should be like Bleach oriented, timely manner within the episode. But that ain't gonna happen. So I don't know why I'm saying it.
I'm still calling that one panel where we saw Goku and Vegeta in like the old Saiyan fits. I'm still calling that's gonna be a DLC fit for some game, like a pre-order bonus or something, whatever.
That usually is a lot of the times. Like over the years, I feel like it has been. But yeah, I mean, I guess to wrap up this little comment portion, our Cancerian Stargazer, who actually drew our fan art, the only person, mind you, so they're real ones, right? They said, so this arc really about to be an intermission to the real story with crying emoji. Yeah.
It's gonna be an intermission to the intermission because you know they're gonna have another one.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to cross that bridge when we get there. So it is that time for the Patreon shoutouts. All right. Shoutouts to Jerick Rivera. Shoutouts to Louis Barnett. Oh, thank you. Shoutouts to Mark Wesley. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Shoutouts to our boy Mr. Washed.
Clean.
Oh yeah, we clean out here.
He stayed clean.
Stay fresh, stay clean. like Brother Ooch says, shout outs to Soul Awakens.
Open them eyes.
Oh, and the song ended at the perfect time. Gong gong. And shout outs to the man from the land of the rising sun. Juice there. Let's go. Our boy. You know he's on this coast right now visiting family,
He not coming.
and he's not coming over. That's crazy, right? But still,
That's
he's
crazy.
That would have been a big surprise.
I know.
That would've
It really would have been. It really would have been. But I digress. Shout out to all the Patreon shout outs and the supporters. If you guys want to hear your names, shout it out at the end of these episodes, of course. Make sure you are checking out our Patreon at Full Power Podcast. Link in the description below. And you're going to get extras. And trust me, you're going to get the extras because we have pre-recorded some already. I've just been hella busy, holidays, a tragic death in the Power Ranger world. So I had to deal with that. So there will be, the extras are coming. So don't worry, we got them ready. And yeah, but yeah, definitely keep on the support, guys. It does help, and you'll soon notice. Oh, and I'm gonna have this link in the description as always as well. I'm a partner with Throne Gifts. So Throne Gifts is essentially a safe way for fans to gift their favorite content creators. So like y'all don't like, if there's some creepers out there, okay, sorry to say, but this protects like our address and whatnot. So I have a link, and there's a Full Power Podcast category. So that way, when you open that up, you can see all different types of shit that literally will go here. Okay, so it's figures, it's manga, it's movies, it's all sorts of shit, and also equipment for the studio as well. So if it's holiday season, right? So, and we don't get like outside of whatever you gift us, right? But we don't get any kind of extra kickbacks because of that or anything like that, but it's like a really cool thing to do. So check it out. Link in the description below for Throne Gifts. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, business inquiries, or fan art, or sponsors, hit us up, fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. And hit us up on the ever-dying Bluebird over on Twitter. So funny how Twitter's dying, and it is what it is. Like, we're gonna be on that shit till the sink ships, I guess, right? So, all right, brother, is there anything you have left for the people at home?
Stay fresh, stay clean. Yeah, right now.
All right, Kai-San, how about you, sir?
Yeah, leave a comment. I want to know what you think is coming in the next anime, weekly, monthly, however they're gonna fucking release it. But I'm curious to see what people's opinions are after all that speculating we did today.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes. So check us out. Hit us up. Link in the descriptions, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ooch, the lethal one, Brother Ooch, and the homie of all the Kais, Kai-San. Like, share, subscribe, hit us up. Full Power Podcast. We're almost at 1,000. And yes, I will hit up Nasir so we can get him back on here. And you guys will know when it happens because promotion and whatnot, we know how to market, unlike Toei and some other freaking Dragon Ball people.
Toei.
Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect. Keep it locked, loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all next time.